gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there. So maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the pressure just about a foregone conclusion.
On the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. A dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Kill! 47!
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Cowboys at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
47!
To throw is Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They'll need a big play here. Well, Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. When going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Pass to a man that's a good use in a Cowboy uniform, Amari Cooper. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. Fourth down.
What is it so often that tackling has become almost a must start in the NFL game? It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, the game never needs stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a throw, they're going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy. And that's what they did early in this game.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
throw here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the save.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down. And that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're riding a two-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league ended a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
47. Kill. Hey, 47.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2-2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Number 47.
Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the offense. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Can't believe I paid for this.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
York able to send this one through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill! 46!
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Kill!
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy running throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill! 47! Hey, kill!
Now Prescott. Another drive here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
What about 47? 26.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing right in, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. And dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Kill. 46.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try to move here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
of the gun now on third down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. York now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Prescott now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.